It's been a real pleasure to conduct the inaugural Multicultural Leadership course that the Australian Multicultural Community Services has organised. The diversity that we've had within the group, the exchange of views, expertise, knowledge, it's just been an absolute pleasure. And all the learning that has happened, including for myself, we have all made the decision to continue to share information, stay in touch, and work towards the benefit of multicultural communities in Victoria. What this course has also shown is that there is a need for this sort of information about how to apply for funding, how to establish community associations, how to run those associations, and also what's available for free in the community. It's really important to share that, and I hope that we will be able to conduct similar sessions in other parts of Melbourne with other community leaders and have it available to everybody who needs it, who is interested in it. And I would like to thank each and every participant for making a contribution and for participating in this course and our initiative. Thank you.
Why I decided to come here. My main purpose was to build up my network. And I believe that I was successful to do that. Since I started, I've been familiar and I'm making new friends. And the CEO of MCS is fantastic. She knows what she's talking about. And another important vision is social cohesion and inclusion. So I'd like to work for all the diverse community we have in Australia to become together and integrated and blended to the mainstream Australian culture. Because from the ethnic background, I know how much important it has to be stronger, to be friendly with everybody and make good friends and do community work. Community work takes a lot. We all are busy with our daily work, some are busy with their businesses, and then we have to do this community work on purely based on voluntary work. There's no payment, but it's for those passionate people who are willing to give something back to the community. And I think I made those sort of people who attended and participated through these courses, and I'm looking forward to work with all of us, and I hope all a better success. Thank you.
I just want to thank everyone that has been involved in this program. I personally have learned so much from this project. I'm not working on at a community sector, but joining this project or this leadership forum has actually inspired me to give back to the community more than what I had in mind before I came here. So I think this program could actually benefit a lot of people, and I encourage people behind it that come up with this idea to expand it a bit more, to reach out to other people in the community, because what it does is it gives you a greater knowledge, things I didn't think exist, things I didn't know that are there for the community. I find out on this program that are there, and that now I can navigate, I can reach out to other people, to the other organization on how I can help my people. So I think people outside need these leadership programs. This leadership course actually help people and can benefit the entire community. So thank you so much for getting this organized. Thanks to Elizabeth for her knowledge and her thoughts that she put into this program. I made a lot of friends, and I have few network that I will take with me from this program. So just wanted to get out to you. Thank you. Please keep up the good work and let this initiative continue to help other people. Thank you.
I am Juan Grajales. I'm from the Spanish and Latin American community in Victoria. I would like to say thank you, Elizabeth, and thank you, Australian Multicultural Services, for this great opportunity to meet wonderful people from every country around the world and to understand more about the structure of the organization and some resources that we can use in benefit of our community. I'm coming here with the idea to unify my community, and I got really good ideas, and I would like to keep in track all this knowledge and skills that I got in this amazing course. And thank you so much.
And hi, I'm Changyu Li. I coming from Chinese community. I coming for this course because I want to learn the skills and knowledge about how to establish the non-profit organization, because as we know, Chinese community is the third biggest community in Australia, but however I don't feel we quite get connected with the mainstream service. I hope I can some days I can build my community groups to get our people quite connected with social service in Australia. I feel this course help me a lot because it gave me informative information about the resources and the process in Australia. So I get some basic ideas how to establish the organization. More important, I have the chance to meet very experienced professions from different communities, organizations. So I think it's a good opportunities for me to learn from them and also establish my network. So thanks Elizabeth, and thanks this wonderful course.
Hi, my name is Veronica. I work with Asylum Seeker Resource Center as the coordinator for the Women's Empowerment Program. What I learned and appreciated so much from this training is to be able to know what other services that are available for migrant women, especially with the women that I work with that are seeking protection here in Australia. And I also learned about how to formally establish and incorporate an association, which I am part of the Papua New Guinean association here in Victoria, and it's something I'd like to implement in my association as well. But most importantly, I'm taking away from this workshop knowing the connections and the resources that are out there that I can use to enhance my work, and I can outsource to support the work that I do with women seeking asylum. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Jess Marnich, and I was born in Chile. My family arrived here in the 1970s, and I decided to participate in this course because I've been working in the corporate sector for the last 15 years, and I'm very interested in transitioning from the corporate sector into the community sector. I've realised that I've got a passion for multicultural youth, youth from non-English speaking backgrounds, and also just working with the multicultural communities more generally. I saw an ad on Facebook that talked about multicultural leadership, and bang, it caught my eyes. So here I am, and decided to enrol. Elizabeth Dross, as the facilitator of the course, has been absolutely fantastic. Full credit to her, as well as the Australian Multicultural Community Services Organisation for putting this on. I've got a huge amount out of it, particularly meeting others with different journeys to mine, but I guess we have a huge amount of things in common in terms of our experiences, coming from groups who have struggled with English or, I guess struggled with our place in Australia in some ways. The other thing I've gotten out of it is just a huge amount of validation in terms of my own experiences and my direction going forward. So thank you, Elizabeth Dross and the Australian Multicultural Services Community Services organisation.
Hi, my name is Maluka. I'm a participant of this leadership course. What I found completely valuable is the importance of having proper structure and the setup mainly, and also respectability amongst its members once you are organising an association. Let's see, what would I implement down the track with my own personal association is basically the steps that is needed to have a cohesive community attitude. So that's an important thing that I really want to implement. And just a quick disclaimer, I'm from the Somali Women Association of Victoria, and that's really about it.
Hi, my name is Mark Aken. One of my background is a Sudanese community. I've been in Australia for 14 years, and one of the reasons I'm here was interesting to do a multicultural leadership course. It was very, very good for me to be part of it, which will benefit me and my community. And sorry, because those people who may not hear me properly, because I lost my voice, I was facilitating one of the meetings last night. So I'm sorry for that, and thank you. That's what I need to say. Bye.
Hi, my name is Lutfia Kadrio. I represent Australian Albanian Women Association. We are a non-profitable organization, and we do a lot of charity work. We donate to Cancer Council, to natural disaster, you name it, any charity, we try our best. We have an excellent group. We work together very good. And I wanted to do this multicultural leadership course to learn more about, to have extra knowledge and extra information. And doing so, I'm very happy because I learned lots of things to help me do better for the community and for the association. And also Elizabeth was very good with providing all the information that we need and also extra information that we wanted. And also what helped in this course is that meeting all the leadership from other communities, which the room did look multicultural room, and all the feedback from each and every representative of those communities, it helped a lot and gave us a lot of knowledge. So with this course I learned about, my aim was to learn about how to help older people in community, especially Albanian community is very small community, and the older people that are more isolated, like in aged care or in their own home, they need someone to drive them around, to take them somewhere where they learn the language and they know people. That way they don't feel isolated. So I hope all this information I can share with my community and with help our community. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Jibril Diallo. I'm from Guinea, West Africa. Came here a few years ago, and about 5 years. But before coming here, I was spending a lot of time working with sport with young people, and also playing as well. So coming here, looking at some possibilities to work with community I used to do. So I get involved with sport, soccer, and also working with some of the different organizations from different background in sport. So I realized there's a lot of opportunity that people really need to know. So with the knowledge I got with sport playing a higher level, so I decided to be part of those organizations. So I did some studies, and I realized that there's a lot of things I can participate to help change. So I joined the ASRC in Fuscray. So I worked there for 2.5 years as as a volunteer, and then I get a job working with young people. So since about 2-3 years now. So the idea for me to join this is I want to learn more. I want to learn more about government policies and information that I can get to be able to help those young people in need and other people who come in from different backgrounds to integrate into the community. So that's basically Elizabeth did a fantastic job really, because she gave us a lot of knowledge about what to be aware of, and I really appreciate that. Thank you.
My name's Jodie. I work in local government, but not in the community sector. And I suppose I was personally interested, as well as professionally interested, in learning more about the multicultural community and understanding how to better support the community that I work with. And so I attended the Multicultural Leadership course to support that and to feel more informed. And certainly having gone through the 6 weeks, I now feel like I've got more of an insight into some of the challenges and barriers facing the community to better understand how I, in my professional role, can better support and direct and influence how we can achieve some success together.
So my name is Evie Yanis, and I've attended the Multicultural Leadership course here at AMCS because I'm really interested in multicultural issues and affairs. I myself come from a multicultural background, so I'm very interested in advancing multicultural issues and ultimately in participating more in the sector to advance social issues, social justice issues in the sector. And what's been really fantastic about this course is just the opportunity to meet so many different people from many different backgrounds. I've been blown away by the diversity of backgrounds and experiences, and also by the depth of skills and knowledge that each person has been able to bring to the group. And this course has really been a really great forum for us to share our knowledge and experiences and to help, help each other in sharing those experiences and knowledge. What's really exciting for me is the fact that in sharing those experiences, we've been able to identify some common themes. So both in terms of opportunities we have, but also some common challenges or issues that we face across different community groups. And there seems to be a lot of interest and momentum in us taking positive action. So I'm really looking forward for us to maintain this momentum and to continue the conversations and to be able to formulate this group into a really great and robust multicultural network that's going to help us achieve some of our common goals of the collective. So that's it, and I'd like to also thank Elizabeth for leading the course and for taking this initiative. Thank you.
One of the main things I got from attending the Multicultural Leadership course is the opportunity to be part of a collective group of people from different migrant backgrounds, with different migration journeys, recent arrivals, people that have been here for long periods of time, and being able to see the similarities between us and also our individual journey and struggle that we've had. I think it's really highlighted the importance of lived experience and of representation of diversity within leadership positions. There's a lot of potential, and I'd like to see this group moving forward together to be able to create something together that helps us advocate for the needs and for the priorities of the populations that we're a part of.
Hi, I just wanted to say a big thank you to the Australian Multicultural Community Centre for this opportunity to be in this space and to learn about what it entails to start a community here in Melbourne and Victoria. As a new resident from interstate, what I've learned has been really invaluable, and now I have a broader perspective of what is on offer here and what I can share and contribute to in my own community and association, where we try to basically help others. I'm stuck. Anyway, thank you very much, and I look forward to continuing association in the near future.
Hi, I'm Anna Rosati. I'm going to talk today about what do you want to do for your community and where to from here. So I'm the daughter of Italian migrants. My background is as a speech pathologist, and I've had a personal and professional interest in all things migration and all things multicultural for decades now. 7 years ago, I instigated and co-founded a group known as the Migrant Forum. This was done under the auspice of Griefline, an independent and not-for-profit organisation in which I was a volunteer. Griefline is the eminent national organisation for loss and grief services. The Migrant Forum was born out of my own struggles with dual identity and issues of loss, particularly language loss in the third generation. I was galvanised to act after reading a recount of an Italian woman from Milan who had married an Englishman and for the last 40 years of her life had lived in England. She wrote, "I have become a hybrid, fitting properly neither here nor there, being neither English nor any longer Italian, always missing something when I am here and something else when I am there. Even now that I am old, I have the dilemma of where I should be buried, here in this lovely churchyard of this picturesque village in Dorset, where I now live, or in my family tomb in the Grand Monumentale Cemetery in Milan. Even dead, I will not settle." These sentiments resonated deeply with me. This grappling with issues of dual identity have prompted the publication of books such as Looking for Alibrandi by Melina Marchetta, which was published 25 years ago, Growing Up Asian in Australia, edited by Alice Pung nearly 10 years ago. And it's interesting that both books have been on the VCE reading list for English. And there have been many more of this ilk, perhaps not as well known. These books come into being for the same reason that migrants and the children of migrants attend the Migrant Forum, to explore issues such as, which identity do I wear in which place in my life? Navigating between two cultures, the influence of our heritage culture on the way we live as Australians, and Australian cultural influences on our heritage culture. What constitutes successful migration? By exploring these and a myriad of other issues, and through the telling of one's story, there's the opportunity to integrate the various parts into a whole. Over the 7 years the Migrant Forum has been running, our members have come from 22 different nationalities. Our forum is a place of learning through common experiences and struggles, and often the academic is brought to the personal. Our meetings are always interesting, with lots of vibrant discussions and debate. Now, this year, based on the knowledge and experience I've acquired in the last 7 years facilitating the Migrant Forum, and based on my own lived experience of migration, I partnered with the Italian Museum in Carlton and offered a 10-hour course called Heartstrings to the Homeland for those interested in exploring migrant and dual identity themes. Based on the participants' course evaluation, it was a resounding success. So, what would I like to do within and for the community, and where do I go to from here? I aim to continue to convene and co-facilitate the Migrant Forum in a voluntary capacity, and to offer my Heartstrings to the Homeland course in a paid capacity by partnering with more and with diverse multicultural organisations. And as a result of undertaking the Multicultural Leadership course, I'm now expanding my vision as to who and how many people to target. Can I reach more people through the use of blogging or using Facebook to encourage community and conversation? Can I reach a broader spectrum of people by devising and offering a course that highlights the issues inherent in migration to training organisations, to people working with migrants, or even to people who are newly arrived migrants themselves, thus going beyond migrants and children of migrants alone? To conclude, I've thoroughly enjoyed undertaking the Multicultural Leadership course. It's been highly worthwhile for me to think about the attributes of a good leader, to reflect on my own resilience and support network, to think about my target market and revenue model, to gain knowledge of free and low-cost items and services that are available for community groups, and how to apply for grants and funding. Thank you to Elizabeth and to the Australian Multicultural Community Services for making it possible, and to Jess and Evie for your valuable contributions. Thank you.